Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette. Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple's relationship is stalled. They are presenting a false front. After getting engaged on The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple were initially in a whirlwind of excitement. After the finale, there were appearances, events, and photo shoots. Joan and Chock were wrapped up in a cocoon of excitement and celebrity that must have been as overwhelming as it was thrilling. Now that things are settling down, Joan and Chock's relationship isn't progressing as quickly as early in the relationship. After making her television debut on The Golden Bachelor, Joan was cast as the Golden Bachelorette and met Chock among the 24 single golden men. The season ends with Joan giving Chock her final rose, and the couple gets engaged. After having to keep their relationship secret while the show was airing, they finally went public and have been going at a fast pace ever since. Now that things have calmed down, has Joan and Chock's relationship stalled out? Before joining the cast of The Golden Bachelor and then The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan lived in Maryland. For his part, Chock lived over 1,000 miles away in Kansas. They've both made it clear they don't intend to sell their homes and move. Instead, they plan to travel back and forth. Being in a long-distance relationship may be unsustainable for the couple. Joan has 4 children, and Chock has 2 children of his own. After getting engaged during the Golden Bachelorette Season 1 finale, the couple have been focused on spending as much time together as possible and finding ways to integrate into each other's lives. They especially wanted to have all their children around them. They both wanted to get to know each other's children and for all of them to get to know each other. Joan recently posted a clip on Instagram of her and Chock discussing their relationship. During the clip, they talk about how their relationship works, but they also talk about the challenges they face. When Joan talks about family, she admits that bringing their families together has been a little harder right now, and Chock seems to agree with her. This isn't Joan or Chock's first rodeo. Joan was married to Joan Vassos for 32 years until he died in 2021. Chock was engaged to Catherine Gorey before she died in 2022. Neither of them has been single for very long, and maybe it's just too soon to get so serious. Though Joan and Chock got engaged at the end of The Golden Bachelorette, they may not be wedding bells in the near future. In the glittering world of The Golden Bachelorette, where love is sought under the intense glare of the spotlight, few relationships have captivated audiences as much as that of Joan Vassos and Chock Chapple. Their chemistry seemed undeniable, their smiles radiant, and their moments together filled with a kind of serendipitous magic that made fans swoon. But as the season progresses, whispers behind the scenes and cracks in their facade have begun to suggest that their relationship might not be as picture-perfect as it seems. Could Joan and Chock be presenting a false front to the cameras? And if so, why? The illusion of perfection. From the moment Joan handed Chock a rose on that memorable first night, their connection was painted as a fairy tale. Chock, the charming gentleman with a penchant for poetry and a contagious laugh, seemed to complement Joan's graceful elegance and fiery determination. Together, they projected an image of mature, enduring love, the kind viewers hoped to see blossom on this unprecedented journey for romance. During the romantic outings and heart-to-heart conversations, their bond appeared genuine. From laughing over spilled wine on their vineyard date to their intimate duet at a karaoke bar, everything about them seemed designed to evoke sighs and cheers from the audience. Social media was abuzz with hashtags like #JoanandChockForever and #GoldenRomanceGoals, cementing their status as the season's power couple. However, insiders on the production team have started to share a different story. According to whispers from behind the scenes, Joan and Chock's picture-perfect connection might be more calculated than heartfelt. They're great at playing the role of a couple in love, one anonymous crew member revealed. But when the cameras are off, the energy between them is off. The awkward silences. Observant fans have noticed subtle signs that something might be amiss. During group settings, Joan and Chock's interactions often lack the warmth they display during one-on-one moments. Instead of sneaking glances or sharing knowing smiles, they sometimes appear distant, even strained. In one telling moment during a group dinner, Joan's enthusiastic recounting of her childhood memories was met with a tepid response from Chock, who seemed more interested in his plate than the conversation. Body language experts analyzing their public appearances have pointed out inconsistencies. Their physical proximity often looks rehearsed, said one expert. They hold hands, but their bodies lean away from each other. It's almost as if they're fulfilling an obligation rather than expressing genuine affection. The rumor mill. The first ripple of doubt came when Chock's longtime friend and fellow contestant, Guy Gansert, made an offhand comment during an interview. "Chock's a great guy, but I'm not sure he's being entirely himself with Joan," Guy said. The comment quickly went viral, sparking a wave of speculation. Adding fuel to the fire, Joan's best friend, Nancy Holkauer, appeared to subtly shade Chock in a recent episode. "Joan deserves someone who truly sees her for who she is," Nancy remarked during a heartfelt conversation. While the comment could be interpreted as general encouragement, fans couldn't help but wonder if it was a veiled critique of Chock. Why keep up the act? If Joan and Chock are indeed presenting a false front, the question arises, why? For Joan, the stakes are particularly high. As the first ever Golden Bachelorette, her journey has become a symbol of hope for mature singles seeking love later in life. A failed relationship would undoubtedly tarnish the narrative of her groundbreaking season. Maintaining the illusion of a strong connection with Chock might be a way to preserve the integrity of her story. For Chock, the motivations could be more complex. Some speculate that he's leveraging his time on the show to boost his profile. As a retired educator turned motivational speaker, Chock's career could benefit significantly from the exposure. Playing the role of Joan's charming suitor might be less about genuine love and more about crafting a marketable persona. The cracks widen. During a recent episode, Joan and Chock were given the opportunity to spend a weekend at a secluded mountain retreat. Viewers anticipated a romantic getaway filled with heartfelt confessions and tender moments. Instead, what unfolded was a series of awkward exchanges and uncomfortable silences. At one point, Joan playfully suggested they take a dip in the hot tub. Chock's hesitant response, "maybe later," was accompanied by a forced smile. Later, during a heart-to-heart by the fireplace, Chock's vague and non-committal answers to Joan's questions about their future left her visibly frustrated. The episode's most telling moment came during a confessional interview, where Joan's usual composure faltered. "I'm trying to stay optimistic," she admitted, her voice tinged with doubt. "But sometimes I wonder if we're on the same page." Fan reactions. The revelation of potential discord has divided the fanbase. While some remain steadfast in their support for Joan and Chock, others have begun to question the authenticity of their relationship. Social media platforms are rife with debates, with hashtags like #JoanDeservesBetter and #ChockChapple trending alongside the usual fanfare. "It's heartbreaking to think they might not be as happy as they seem," one fan tweeted. "But if they're faking it, they're doing a great job." Another fan was less forgiving. "Joan deserves someone who's all in. If Chock's just here for the cameras, he needs to step aside." The path forward. As the season nears its conclusion, the question looms. Will Joan and Chock come clean about their struggles, or will they continue to maintain the illusion of a perfect romance? The answer could shape not only the outcome of this season, but also the legacy of the Golden Bachelorette. For Joan, the decision is particularly fraught. Admitting that her relationship with Chock is less than perfect could be seen as a failure. But it could also serve as a powerful reminder that love, at any age, is a journey fraught with challenges. For Chock, the stakes are equally high. If his intentions are genuine, he'll need to step up and prove his commitment. If not, his motivations will undoubtedly come under scrutiny. The heart of the matter. Ultimately, the truth behind Joan and Chock's relationship lies in their hands. Whether they're navigating genuine struggles or perpetuating a carefully crafted illusion, their story underscores the complexities of love in the spotlight. Fans can only hope that, whatever the outcome, Joan and Chock find the courage to be true to themselves and each other.